Hi everyone, welcome to your professor. In this session, let's learn how to draw the orthographic views for the given isometric view. First, let us see how the views are generated for the given isometric view. Later, let us see the process of conversion of given isometric view into orthographic views. If you like this video, please click on the like button, and for more videos, please do subscribe the channel. For explaining the concept clearly, I did draw the 3D model by using AutoCAD software. So here I did represent all dimensions. When we project this one onto vertical plane, so we will get the front view. When we project this one onto horizontal plane, we will get the top view. When we project this one onto profile plane, we will get the side view. So let us see all those views. First, let us see the front view. For having the front view, you need to observe the object in the direction of arrow. So when we consider the front view, so you are able to observe only green color profile, this element, and this element, and this element, and this one. So only you are able to see these four elements. So these I have represented here. So along with the dimensions. And when we observe from the top, you are able to see this profile, and this profile appears as a rectangle, and this profile. Only you are able to see these three profiles when you observe from the top. It will be like this. So I did represent here. So this is nothing but the inclined profile here. So that one appears as a reduced rectangle. So I did represent with dimensions here. When we observe from this direction, we can have the side view. The side view will be like this. So this is nothing but the reduced rectangle here. So this rectangle appears as a reduced rectangle here, and then here this blue color rectangle you are able to see, right? So that blue color rectangle you are able to see here. So this is conversion of isometric view to orthographic views. Let's see how to draw this. So here I did represent along with dimensions for all the views. Let us see how we can represent all these. Let's consider the given problem. This is the given problem. Let us draw the orthographic views. First, let us start with front view. In which direction we need to observe the object for having the front view. So if that is the question, so you need to observe the arrow direction. So this is the direction of arrow. So in this direction, if you observe, you can have the front view. So when you observe from the front view, you are able to see this rectangle, and this rectangle. Along with these three rectangles, you are able to see this profile. First, let us start the front view. So I have considered the reference line as xy. Now let us start with a point. I will start with this point. From this point, so I will draw the base first. So the base comprises of these three rectangles. So this rectangle and this rectangle and this rectangle. And on the top of that, so we need to draw this profile. So let us start with this point. So I'm considering a point. From that I'm going to consider a line which is of length 20 mm, a vertical line. So from this point I'm going to start the front view. So this is the point I'm going to start with. If you observe, the base is having a complete length of 75, and it will appear as three rectangles like this. So let's draw that first. So I will draw a line whose length is equal to 75, and now I need to draw the height. So if you consider the thickness here, so the thickness is 12 mm, the same thickness will be here. So I will draw a line whose length is equal to 12 mm. Now 75 mm, I will draw a vertical line whose length is equal to 12 mm. This 12 mm line is at a distance of 25 mm here, and again at a distance of 25 mm. So we need to represent that. From this point, represent a vertical line at a distance of 25 mm and again at a distance of 25 mm. So the base representation is over. So we need to represent this profile now. So in order to represent this profile, so first it is having a vertical distance of 25. First a vertical line 25, and from the 25 line end point, so a horizontal line of 20 mm length like this. So 20 mm. Now you need to measure the distance from this point to a 20 mm length, and from that point you need to join this end point. So this is the front view. For visualization purpose, I can change the color. Let us draw the top view at a certain distance. So this is the distance I have considered. So I'm going to start top view from this point. So before that, let us draw projectors from each and every point. Now I have drawn vertical projectors from each and every point in the front view. Now I would like to start the top view. So when we observe the top view, we are able to see this rectangle, right? So which is of length 75 and width 50. And then we are able to see this 20 by 25 rectangle and this reduced rectangle. Let us start the top view. So I'm starting from here. First I'm going to draw a line whose length is equal to 75 mm. So we know that width is 50 mm, right? So from this line, so we need to draw another horizontal line which is at a distance of 50 mm. So let's draw that line 50 mm from this point to this point. So these are unnecessary. Let's erase these. This is the top view of the rectangle. So here we can see a rectangular hole, right? So this is at a distance of 12 mm, right? So let us draw that. So from this point, draw a horizontal line at a distance of 12 mm. If you erase, so then we can have this profile. Okay. So I will highlight this one with red color, then you are able to understand. So this is the base profile. And now you need to draw two more rectangles. So this is 20 by 25 and this reduced rectangle. For that you can consider the projectors which came. So this projector you need to consider. So it is of 20 by 25, right? So width is 20. So this width already we have drawn. So we need to draw the length 25 mm. So draw a line which is at a distance of 25 mm here. Okay. So this is one rectangle. So let's highlight that. Okay. Now let us draw the reduced rectangle. So this is reduced rectangle. So this is the projector line for that. So just draw a line like this. So let's highlight that. So this is the top view. So the black color lines are nothing but projector lines or construction lines. So the red color one is the view. So this is the front view, this is the top view. So now we need to draw the side view. In order to draw the side view, let's consider a vertical line. Let the vertical line be x1, y1. Intersection of x1, y1 and xy, let it be origin O. I have drawn a line which is inclined at an inclination of 45 degrees with xy. Now I will draw the horizontal projectors from each and every point in the top view to the 45 degrees line. Now let's extend these projectors onto 45 degrees line. Now draw vertical lines from each and every point on the 45 degrees line. Now drop horizontal projectors from the front view. Let's extend all these projectors. Let's erase the unnecessary objects. Okay. So when we observe from the side, you are able to see this rectangle which is of dimension 50 by 12 mm and this reduced rectangle only. Let us draw those two. As the rectangular hole is invisible, we need to represent that one by means of dotted lines. First, let us draw these two rectangles 15 by 12 and this reduced rectangle. From this point, draw the rectangle. I will highlight this one with red color. You will be able to see. This is 50 by 12 rectangle. Now let's draw the reduced rectangle. So which is of width 25 mm. So this is nothing but 25 mm. So this is the projector line. So let's draw it. So this is the reduced rectangle. And here this rectangular hole appears as invisible, right? So here you can draw dotted line. Here this dotted line represents the invisible line. This is nothing but this line. So here it is represented as dotted line here. So in the side view this line is not visible. For that reason I did represent this one as dotted line. Now let's represent the dimensions. Let us start with this. So it is 12 mm. So this is 25 mm. This is 25 mm. This is 25 mm. And the complete length is 75 mm, right? Let's represent it here. And this distance is 25 mm. This distance is 20 mm. So we did represent all the dimensions in the front view. Let us go for the top view. So this is 25. This is 25. This is 12 mm. And the complete length is 75 mm. This distance is 25 mm. This thickness is 20 mm. So here I did represent as it is given here, 25, 20, and the complete width is 50 mm. So this is top view. Let us see the side view also. First let us represent the angle here. So this is 45 degrees. So this is 50 mm. And here the dotted line is at a distance of 12 mm. And this thickness is 12 mm. This height is 25 mm. Width is 25 mm. Right, this is the side view. Hope you are able to understand the conversion of given isometric view into orthographic views. I did consider the geometric model by using the software AutoCAD, and I have generated different views as we have seen earlier. Considering the given problem, I have explained how to draw the orthographic views from the given isometric view. Hope you are able to understand the process of generating orthographic views from the given isometric view. And if you are able to understand, please give me a like. Your like encourages me to do more videos. For more videos, please do subscribe the channel and share this with your friends so that everyone will be benefited. Thank you for watching.